Hey, we're back with more Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Everybody refers to it as Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. We're in the middle of the Thieves Guild quest,
The stench. This
coming after
place reeks of
Mercer.
Falmer.
This must be their hive.
Who's there?
Finally! Let's end this!
Bless you, Lady of Shadows. I live another day.
So sneaky. God, the dynamic contrast in this game is ridiculous. Like, the sounds of fireballs are insanely loud, but everything else is quiet, quiet. I think I've tried to mess with it before. I'm just gonna check again. Yeah. I'll turn the music up a little bit, but... Sphere Guardian, Scrap Metal, Soul Gem. I wish we'd hurry up and get brisk weather. Sit stone chair. Or I'm gonna have to, like, buy a Google Nest or something, because I have one of those old
Who's there?
thermostats that either has to be set to heat or cold. Oh, okay, that happened. We had a day a couple weeks ago where it was 95 on the day we went to sleep, and we woke up in the morning and there was snow. It's like, what is happening? Fahrenheit.
Reeks of Falmer.
This must. What was that?
We got to the end of the game like 6 hours ago. I just wasn't a high enough level to do it, so I went and did the mage side quest, and now we're doing the thief side quest.
Your life is forfeit.
Promise a swift but painful
Bless you, Lady of Shadows. I live another day.
Gold, poison.
Even the farmer don't deserve the pain these implements must have inflicted. The dwarves were a cruel race.
Rags, healing. Aversion to fire. Frostbite venom. Poison. This desk right here, while very flavorful, is my nightmare. There's a bunch of little potions in the back.
I can feel
Most of it's garbage that I'm not supposed to care about.
There's a mass of the farmer in this chamber.
You guys serious?
Sneak through or take them down. I don't care. As long as we get to Mercer.
Aye. Whatever you want to do, we're with you.
It's a Thieves Guild quest, so we should sneak, right? Wonder why they're not showing up as enemies right now. Don't think I'm getting stealth XP. Now they're showing up as red entities. That's a cool little gate. It's different. Hey, thanks, Ricker.
The walls are rushing through his house. He must be beneath the lake.
You're super awesome. Thanks. Appreciate that.
So do you only get stealth XP when it specifically says hidden underneath the reticle? Here it's not doing that. Maybe they coded this quest differently because stealth is kind of janky in these games. And they wanted it to be a realistic option.
Who's there?
Enough games. Let's end this.
Ow, stop that. Stop it. Oh my god, you're the worst. And I'm dead. Spider egg. Wonderful. Hey, move, please. Oh my god, you're the worst.
It's like a maze.
Move.
How did the dwarves find their way around?
Dude, I don't know.
I'll tear you apart.
Let's consume you.
Ha!
I'm apparently still showing his sneaking.
Taste darkness.
No mercy. Yeah.
Because that Reaper is just really anti-stealth or something.
Nocturnal. Guide my hand.
Healing? There we go. Get back up. What are you doing?
Come now, resorting to petty tricks, are we?
Where's Carlia? Okay, she's back.
Scared them off.
Must have scared them off. It's really funny, like, the kind of bugs that are in these Bethesda games. Like, it all comes down to just the way they choose to construct it, right? They've chosen to have followers that don't behave in a way that's completely scripted, and that just, you know, follow a certain set of rules. They've chosen to given them all, like, context-sensitive barks. Like, oh, there were enemies and now there aren't enemies. So that means the computer should say must have scared them off, even if it's completely absurd. It's like the exact opposite of Zelda Breath of the Wild, where they decided to make a game that's based on rules. They're like, we're just going to make a bunch of physics rules, and then all of our puzzles are going to be solvable using those rules instead of us hard coding any puzzles into the game, right? Except it works in Breath of the Wild because they spent years and years testing it and they delayed the game to get it perfect. And with Skyrim, they're just like, whatever, who cares? Did anyone see that video on Reddit of Breath of the Wild throwing a cuckoo
Blessing, Lady of Shadows.
into the mouth of one of these sandworms, and it eats the cuckoo and then summons a ton of chickens that kill the thing. I was like, wow. Some Japanese streamer found it recently.
He's close. I'm certain of it. We must prepare ourselves.
Thanks, Carlia. The most I'm going to do to prepare myself is cast fire a lot.
He's here, and he hasn't seen us yet. Brynjolf, watch the door.
Aye, lass. Nothing's getting by me.
That's
Down
fun.
the ledge. See if you can.
Carlia, when will you learn you can't get the drop on me?
It's a pretty cool room. Actually froze me in place there.
Brynjolf brought you before me, I could feel a sudden shift in the wind. And at that moment, I knew it would end with one of us at the end of a blade.
Give me the skeleton key.
What's Carlia been filling your head with? Tales of thieves with honor? Oaths ripe with falsehoods and broken promises? Nocturnal doesn't care about you, the key, or anything having to do with the guild.
Wrong, Mercer. This is personal.
Revenge, is it? Have you learned nothing from your time with us? When will you open your eyes and realize how little my actions differ from yours? Both of us lie, cheat, and steal to further our own end.
I still have honor. Smash cut to like a montage of all the times I've murdered people and
Clear, you'll never see the skeleton key as I do, as an instrument of limitless wealth. Instead, you've chosen to fall over your own foolish code.
so dumb, but okay. Who wouldn't see it as an instrument of limitless wealth? Are you serious?
Then the die is cast, and once again my blade will taste nightingale blood. Carlia?
Do I have legs now?
With you after
No,
I
okay.
rid myself of your irksome companions.
Shit.
In the meantime, perhaps you and Brynjolf should get better acquainted.
What's happening?
Leave me alone!
Nothing.
Stop it!
Damn you, Mercer. Fight it, Brynjolf. Take control of you.
I'm sorry, lass. I
Can I
can't.
fight Brynjolf too? Jeez. Where'd you go, dude?
Enough of this. Fight me.
Left eye of the Falmer, skeleton key, dwarven bow of freezing, glass arrow, elven dagger, amethyst, garnet, gold. Ooh, I'm gonna need those potions. Right eye of the Falmer, ruby. I don't need the tunic.
Down, quick. Get the skeleton key and the eye, and let's get out of here.
No luck there, lass. Something must have fallen on the other side of the door because it isn't moving.
We have to find another way out of here before the place fills with water.
Can I put the eyes back? No. Couple dead Falmers down here, no problem. I can't tell if the water level is actually going up. Okay, it is. I really thought that was going to be it. Well, I'm not finding the way out of here before it fills with water. It's just swimming out of the pipe. Doesn't seem right. Swimming through a pipe? Nope. It's not the statue. There's no prompt on it. Seriously? So it was the opposite of what they said. Okay. Video games.
Sorry, lass. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
Why would you say that?
I can't believe it's over. 25 years in exile, and just like that, it's done. All that remains is to ensure the safe return of the skeleton key. I'm afraid it's not that simple. When the skeleton key was
Sounds like it will be a simple
stolen,
task. It's not simple.
our access to the inner sanctum was removed. The only way to bring it back will be through the Pilgrim's Path.
Did he just disappear? Take it you never used the Pilgrim's
It wasn't
Path.
created for the Nightingales. It was created to test those who wish to serve Nocturnal in other ways. As a consequence, I have no knowledge of what you'll be facing.
Right.
Brynjolf is needed back at the Thieves' Guild to keep order while you're away. And I can't bear to face Nocturnal after my failure to protect the key. I'm afraid you'll have to face the end of your journey alone.
Okay.
Take this with you. I'm not certain if it will help within the walls of the Sepulchre, but I certainly don't need it as much as you. I've had this bow almost my entire life, and it's never let me down. I hope it brings you the same luck.
Nightingale bow added. Who is
She's the
Nocturnal?
mistress of night and darkness, and the patron of every thief in Tamriel.
Never met a thief that worshipped anything.
Nocturnal isn't one for worship and reverence. There are no priests and no sermons, no services and no alms. She influences our luck, and in return, demands payment. You're closer to understanding than you realize. The only difference
Is Nocturnal a
it doesn't demand
Daedric
payment
prince
in
or
the
whatever?
traditional sense.
Skyrim god?
Sometimes
Or
the
Elder
cost
Scrolls
can be
god?
quite high, whether you know it or not.
Probably asked that in a
Nocturnal
previous
dictates
episode.
how well we perform as rogues. Again, you have to think differently. Haven't you ever noticed how our luck behaves? Like a novice picking an impossible lock, or a blind man suddenly turning to face you as you reach for his pocket. It's through these subtle means that Nocturnal influences us. Nocturnal's whim is the greatest mystery to everyone. There have been volumes written on the subject. Does she exact payment when we die? When we suffer, does she revel in our misery? No one knows. The return certainly seems worth the risk, though.
What's the story about the Pilgrim's Path?
Even though Nocturnal doesn't desire worship in the traditional sense, the Twilight Sepulchre propagated a small group of priests. Of course, they'd never come into direct contact with Nocturnal, but they insisted they had her favor. As part of their duties, the priests created all sorts of baseless rituals and ceremonies, all on Nocturnal's behalf.
It didn't interfere with the Nightingales?
These
Or
priests
this didn't
weren't a
interfere?
threat to the skeleton key, or the conduit to Nocturnal's realm, so they were tolerated. One of their ceremonies involved the Pilgrim's Path, a so-called
One is explicitly
test of
Eldritch, full of
worthiness.
Lovecraft, but he only comes up
If
in
a
a side
pilgrim
quest.
was able to complete the path, it was said that they would live forever in Twilight. What that means is anyone's guess.
It's kind of an interesting way of handling gods. Oh, there he is. What's up, Brynjolf?
Sorry, lass. I've got important things to do.
What the
Speak
fuck?
another time.
Why am I taking damage on this tile? It's fine. I feel like the immersion rules that they added to NPCs and environmental objects. I'm trying to think of the number of times where they trigger. I'm like, oh yeah, that made me feel more at home in this setting. Most of the time, it's like, whoa, game, why do they have barks if every time they proc, it's going to sound awful? It's a snow bear, not a polar bear. There's no poles. Ow. Take damage when you kick bones too hard. Exactly. Slightly more dangerous than the boss I just killed. How am I doing on skills, by the way? Pretty close. I was saving up for something at 65, I think, maybe? Frost damage. Causes them to flee if their health is low. Which doesn't seem super great. 75 I was waiting for. Haven't been really using runes. At 75 is when we get a lot of nice upgrades, it looks like. I could do this one. Oh, but I have to have 60 in restoration, that's right. Gotcha. Do I need to actually recover health in order for restoration to level up, or can I just be like casting healing spells all the time when I'm running around? Let's see. That is far away. Items affected by physics and hurt you under certain circumstances because they affect your own physics, and since physics are janky, it's easy to get hurt when you step on bones and such. Sure. It's a Targon. I have a shout that makes them land. Need to actually recover health, okay. Probably fog and weather. Force the beast to land. It's a good question. No, it doesn't work. That would be a nice cheese, though. Voljotnak. Hey, it said you're supposed to land. There you go. Ow. Not all dragons are necessarily strong against fire, right? I think I got him. Ow. I'm about to die. Don't bite my face, please. Yes, yes. Where'd you go? That seemed like that was pretty good. Hey, good enough. That's the dream right there. Ow. Some restoration level ups here would be nice. I really need to get more Magicka regen. I keep going for more and more of it, but just is never enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of depending on it flying for me to get Magicka back. I'm saving my potions because the end game I think I need to have a lot of potions and food. I went there earlier and I was struggling to kill even a single enemy. Let's just chill for a second here. He's almost dead. Now, if you do that, does that make it so they can't take off back into the air? Yeah, I know, right? I mostly need mana potions, because I can heal indefinitely, my current setup. I saw Dragon Bones and instinctively was like, I'm gonna go train prayer. Wrong game. I've done the Mage Guild quest now. I've done all of the main story quests up until you get sent to the endgame area. And I did the Mage College, and I'm finishing up the Thief quest now. I think I have them equipped right now. That's why I forgot to Archmage. They help a lot. I put every single level up I've ever gotten into Magicka as well. Oh, shit. Well, that bear was a little bit easier than the previous bear. That's nice. What are we doing now? Not quite there. This area is fairly pretty. Barely a challenge. This is one of the longer walks I've had to do in this game. I'm kind of excited. The fast travel in this game is too good not to use, but it kind of bums me out because I have no sense of like the scope of this. Oh, I think I killed the wrong thing. Whoops! I have no intuition for like the scope of the game world. My plan for now is after the Thieves quest to go and try to push the ending, see if I'm high enough level for it. So probably not this episode, but next episode. And then depending on what Knightley wants to do with their sub-block, I might keep going and doing more side questy stuff. Seriously? You do you, dear. What was a deer doing with a ring? I'll take this one. I'm getting married, you see.
You're not afraid you'll set fire to something? I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
What have you got for sale? Oh my god. The inventory and shop interface. It's like Dragon Quest. You know what a good UI is? A list of text. Even if they just had like a little symbol next to different categories of items, like, okay, here's a junk symbol, here's a sword symbol for a weapon. What the fuck killed this wolf? Was she attacking it? Oh, okay. Thanks. I guess. Denied me some fireball XP. I thought it just like tripped on something and died. Okay, that's cool. I'd be down to do the other side stuff once we finish the main game. I assume you can just pick up and keep playing where you left off.
I know it's what everyone says. To go to new places and see the world. But it's true in my case. I never bargained on seeing more than I liked.
Beating the game doesn't involve like dropping a nuke on Skyrim or something. Sorry, dude. I was trying to help you. That wasn't on purpose. Last witness killed? These games are so stupid. Like, just hard code it, guys. Stop trying to make these rules. They don't work. It never works out the way it's supposed to. That wolf that I murdered was a witness to the courier that I accidentally killed. I mean, maybe it's confirmation bias and I'm only counting when silly stuff like that happens and not appreciating when cool stuff happens, but... Bandits. Oh, okay, hey guys.
Now ain't this a surprise?
It is, ain't it? Everything just explodes, right? Oh shit. Everyone knows wolves are snitches. I gotta remember that healing gives me my stamina back. I wonder if the fact that it gives me stamina back would let me level it indefinitely as long as it's at least recovering stamina. What? Bandits, fireballs. Bears, fireballs.
What was that?
What was that, indeed? I think the whole you have to kill your, you have to kill the witnesses when you murder people is totally fine, but it's just funny that they didn't go like, you know what? How about wolves can never count as witnesses to a murder, especially wolves that were trying to kill the thing that you killed? Like, just a little flag. Humanoid. I thought I just got XP for falling like that. Infinite run. That's how cheap healing is. Yeah, give him a sapient flag. There you go. Citizen flag. Because then you don't want like a dragon to count as a witness. It's going to report you to the cops.
I don't recognize you, but I sense that you're one of us. Who are you? The last of the Nightingale Sentinels, I'm afraid. I've defended the Sepulchre alone for what seems like an
Oh, you're
eternity.
like the Last Crusade knight. What happened to the rest?
We were betrayed by one of our own kind. In fact, I'm to blame for what's happened here. I was blinded by dark treachery masquerading as friendship. Perhaps if I had been more vigilant, then Mercer Frey wouldn't have lured me to my fate and stolen the skeleton key.
Yeah, I feel like that's part of what's frustrating is I know that these games are complicated and they're hard to test, but like most of them are just character flag things. For example, you know, okay, all the NPCs in the game have barks when things happen. Let's have a disable barks flag for any quest NPC that becomes a follower briefly, because it's just going to be weird, right?
I haven't heard that name in a long time. How do you know of me?
I have the key.
The key! You have the skeleton key! I never thought I'd see it again. And Mercer Frey?
Dead.
Then it's over, and my death wasn't in vain. I owe you a great deal, Nightingale.
I did this to get rich.
You've done the Guild a great deed, and although they may not show it, I'm certain they appreciate your sacrifices.
They may not show it.
My only regret is that you had to undertake this task alone.
You gotta like, okay, I feel like Skyrim desperately needs the amount of attention and care and volume of dialogue that like Trails of Cold Steel gets.
Carlisle? She's still alive?
You have to like swap the effort between the two when it comes to the script, right?
Mercer's betrayal. Nothing would bring me more
Yeah, exactly, prop.
than to return the
They might not show it.
but I'm afraid it's impossible.
People might not recognize that you're the Archmage, but
From the moment I arrived,
they know it in their hearts.
I felt myself, well, dying. The Sepulchre isn't merely a temple or a vault to house the key. Within these walls is the Ebonmere.
Just having followers with barks is weird because then when, you know, Brynjolf is deactivated as a party member when you leave the cave, he immediately makes some comment,
Severely limiting
right?
our ties to her. I'm afraid so. I'm weakening, and I can feel myself slipping away. The years without restoration of my power have taken their toll. Whatever damage has been caused can only be corrected by following the pilgrim's path to the Ebonmere and replacing the key.
Okay. Can't you just take the key? How does the Ebonmere affect all of us?
The Ebonmere is a conduit through which Nocturnal influences our world. Not through magic or blessings, but purely through luck.
That's kind of cool, actually. I dig that. Luck is meaningless. What we do involves skill. Fuck off.
Yes, absolutely. Your skill is your own. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. But Nocturnal,
It's a bougie thing to say.
nearly imperceptible assistance we get when we ply our trade. Think about the guild, about the state it was in when you began. Think about all the little things you might have heard. A pick breaking when it shouldn't have. The clouds in the nighttime sky clearing at the wrong moment. Our access to those bits of luck are what separates us from common bandits.
So with the Evanmere closed, our luck's run dry.
Precisely. There are a few who still call Nocturnal Lady Luck.
Dragon's voice and throat. I know, right, Aki?
Good luck, Nightingale.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like you contrast it with a game like Horizon Zero Dawn, which is also big and open world. Clearly not as big as Skyrim, but like all the random NPC interactions in a game like that are very carefully scripted and hard-coded and authored. You know, they're like, okay, we've set up this hallway. There's an NPC that we want to say something when you come near them. So we've crafted this hallway in such a way that you must cross a threshold that will trigger the voice line, right? They didn't just make a bunch of stuff and then try to justify them all working throughout the whole game based on a unified set of rules. Silver ingot, fine. Ugh, okay. It's fine. Ghostly remains. That makes sense. Alright. You can't use the alchemy label in combat. Okay. Alchemy spam time, let's go. No, we're all out of bear claws. Ooh, that's important. Can I make more of those here? Hold on. I basically need like 1,000,000 potions of Restore Magicka. Oh god, Dwarven Oil. I should be picking up all the Dwarven Oil. Crap. Okay. I think I left some behind before. I'm gonna stop being quite so cheesy and try to only pick up stuff that I actually think I might use. And now I'm seeing how that was a huge mistake. Potion of Frenzy. This is the very last thing you did in the game before going for the final boss? Oh. I'm planning on doing the same thing. These books. They really pain me. Any one of these could be a skill book, right? I guess you gotta look at their value, that's the trick. Level 50. Void salts. Potion of pickpocketing. Cure disease. Oh god, Leon. Just put it in the game. Don't make it a mod. Bethesda. Shake my fist at you. It's nice to have effectively infinite stamina if I'm going to be running places I'm really worrying about right now. Killing before you're killed. Whoa, this room looks like... This is weird. Oh, Jesus. This room looks like a... Oh man, this poison's the shit. Well, I might die anyway. Poison's not the shit. As much of the shit as I thought it was. If I could only heal slightly faster. There's a dungeon, a repeated dungeon pattern in City of Heroes. It looks just like this room. Maybe if I start off topped off, I can get a bunch of cheesy restoration here. I love it. Whoa! Oh, is it like proximity to the torches? I thought I was getting poisoned. It's like heat from those things? How much can I get away with this, though? If I wasn't streaming this game and this wasn't sub-block, I would tape down my shoulder buttons and go, like, get a drink. I'm gonna see if I can get one level out of it, if that actually works. So it looks like my restoration level ups are pretty slow now. It's like a whole, you gotta be in the shadows type thing, I guess. I don't think this is the intended way to pass this level. You're supposed to stay in the shadows, I assume. This is the thiefiest thing you can do. How's it been, droid? Spooky statue. Staff of Sparks. I don't really have a staff equipped, but weapons, staves don't help you with spellcasting, right? Because they, like, use up a slot. I love Nocturnal. I'm gonna take all her shit. Push of healing. Feels like this should be the way out. I don't have a quest marker anymore, do I? Might be a one-way drop. It's like a boulder up there. See, this is weird because Skyrim has had one puzzle in the whole game. Okay, maybe this is it. That's cool. This was an interesting thing. It was the first time I'd ever really encountered it or thought about it really was in Metroid Other M, and it was things would just vanish from the core gameplay loop for long stretches. Like the game would forget that it was a Metroidvania and stop like challenging you to find secrets for hours at a time, and then suddenly it would have you do it again. And it's interesting, it's like puzzles are cool, but the game kind of has to consistently have puzzles for you to expect to look for them, right? Who needs to avoid traps when you can just like walk into all of them while spamming heal? Twilight Sepulchre, Inner Sanctum. Oh, hey guys, what's up? Do you now? I do dare hide from you. It's like another path I could have taken to get here. No, there's more stuff in here. Proper lock design. Okay, it costs a little bit more than other books. That's how I should have known. And I guess it was in a slightly more important looking location, maybe? Mead, tankard, wine. This is all, I thought it said also wine. Darkest darkness. So is it generally true that a skill book's not going to be like part of a stack of books like this? Because that would be mean. Oh. See, stuff like this coin purse that's nestled here is kind of cool. Also wine. Yet another wine. There are no rules. Only fear. God, that ruby was worth 300 just sitting on that table. Of course there's meaningful items in a stack of garbage. It's, I would call it an appraisal gameplay loop. It's very different in the way it works in Skyrim, but it's kind of the same issue that I have with a game like Path of Exile. Let me see if I can sift through all of this crap to find the one diamond in the rough. This looks fun. Use rope.
Ah.
Blessed Iron Dagger. Anders' message. Books, I assume, is where that would show up. Can't believe that I came all this way, solved all those ridiculous riddles just to end up here. After I memorized this from clues he collected from Lythalis, I slit his throat. someone comes by soon, I'm getting hungry. That's smart. Oh, cool. That's pretty sweet. Now, can you come here without the skeleton key? And just get stuck in that hole? Hey, what's up?
My, what do we have here?
It's me,
It's been a
the
number
healing
of years
thief.
since I've set foot on your world. Or perhaps it's been moments. One tends to lose track. So, once again, the key has been stolen, and a champion returns it to the sepulchre.
Whoa, that was unusual.
Now that the Ebonmere has been restored, you stand before me awaiting your accolades. A pat on your head, a kiss on your cheek. What you fail to realize is your actions were expected.
Yeah, I think it's less knowing that the price gives it away. It's that when there's like 9 books, it's looking through all 9 books to try to hover over and see those prices, right?
You've obediently performed your duties to the letter. But we both know this has little to do with honor and oaths and loyalty. It's about the reward.
That's correct. I jumped to indicate
Fear
assent.
not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. I
Yay!
bid you to drink deeply from the Ebonmere mortal.
That seems like a good idea. I like that color.
The agent of Nocturnal is born.
Sweet.
The oath has been struck. The die has been cast. And your
If you could just pick them all up, yeah, that would help.
Farewell, Nightingale.
There's Box and other locations. The dreaded purple drink.
This time, won't you?
Let me drink from the shit. I want a sip. Give me that indigo drink.
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back.
Whoa! God, you scared the what?
Nocturnal seemed quite pleased with your efforts. I wouldn't take that to heart. It's her way. Think of her as a scolding mother continually pushing you harder to be successful.
The skeleton key works and you can just not complete the quest and keep it forever? Oh, that's cool.
I assure you.
Does it just open everything and make the lockpicking skill useless?
The circles at the base of the Ebonmere imbue you with powers befitting a Nightingale agent. The crescent moon represents the agent of shadow, the half moon for the agent of subterfuge, and the full moon for the agent of strife.
What skill do I want an upgrade on?
This is Nocturnal's way of maintaining balance.
Uh-huh.
If you ever feel the need to change your abilities, you can return to the sepulchre and step onto a different circle.
Okay, that's nice.
Be warned that once you've chosen, you can't reselect for at least a day. Now, your life as a Nightingale begins.
What do these
Should the
do?
need arise, you'll be summoned to the sepulchre in order to defend it. The guild has welcomed me back with open arms.
One of them gives you a bonus to stealth, one of them gives you a bonus to sneak attack damage or
I
something.
only hope that this isn't an ending to things, but actually the beginning. Why, perhaps the greatest crime spree Skyrim's ever known.
Unlocks everything first try, but has a durability value like other lockpicks. I see.
Overflowing with riches ripe for the picking.
Yeah, I really like the Daedric Prince's stuff so far, as well as Scarf.
Still thieves, and we're damn good at what we do.
Maybe I can get my
The agent
information.
of stealth. On moonlit nights or in darkened rooms, this agent literally becomes invisible.
That seems pretty nice.
The agent of subterfuge. By weaving the darkness to their will.
I don't care about that.
This agent of strife can send forth a
No, that seems like too much work.
This tether will
Agent of
pulse
stealth.
its own life force, making him stronger.
Which one's which?
Choose your path, and your journey will be complete.
Is it the darkest one?
Alice. I feared I would never see you again. I was afraid.
We're at time, but I'm trying to wrap this up so next episode we can go towards the end. Wait, did I already step on one by accident and trigger it? Are you kidding me? Video games. I like the Daedric Princes, I like the Dwarves, they're both cool. They're still talking after I waited 24 hours. This game is so silly.
Do now, my love.
Shadow Cloak of Nocturnal added? So is that like apparel? Or is it like a spell?
Nocturnal.
A power. Become invisible while sneaking. Seems the most useful.
Calls me to the Everglow.
Let me see if I can figure out how to do it here.
My contract has been fulfilled.
Will I ever see you again?
When your debt to Nocturnal has been paid.
Okay, cool. This has been fun. Future Marstead, you just finished the Thieves Guild quest. You can now turn invisible. There's 2 other abilities you might want to look into, but the invisibility one seems pretty useful. Next episode, go and do the main quest and see if you can beat it now with all the additional level ups you've had. Maybe look at some of the level up options, because you do have a bunch of perks that you can spend here. Maybe you can put them on some good things here. Give it a shot, see how it goes. Thanks, folks. I'll let you guys know what's coming up here.